Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here with all my November reading plans and the new releases on my radar for the month. All right, so we're back with another stacked month of new releases, so I will get into those, but first I'm going to talk about my priority reads for the month. So I do have a couple book clubs as well as a read-along that I'm currently co-hosting, so I will get into those first. So first up, I've been a co-host for the Wallflowers read-along along with a bunch of my friends here on BookTube. So our book for November is Scandal in Spring by Lisa Kleypas. So here is the cover and the step back, which is absolutely gorgeous. So this is Daisy Bowman's story. She's an American heiress. We've already met her as well as her Wallflower girlfriends throughout this series, and so I'm very excited to reread this book as well. This whole series has been a reread for me, but they are some of my favorite historical romance books, so I am very excited. Our live show for this one is going to be, I'll put it up here, I think it's on November 10th. On B's channel from Mama Needs to Read Romance, and so we cannot wait to chat about this one. This is, I believe, my fourth time rereading the entire series, and the live shows have been the best thing because usually I would read them on my own and not have a place to chat and gush and talk about them, so the live shows have been so much fun and we've been having like the best time. So yeah, definitely let me know if you're going to be joining us for this Wallflowers read. And then I am a co-host for Historical Hellions, which is a historical romance book club where we read historical romances published before the year 2000. So this book club I'm a co-host along with Jess from Peace Love Books and Samantha from Books with Samantha, and so our November pick is one of our favorite authors, which is Beverly Jenkins, and so we're going to be reading A Chance at Love. Here is the stunning cover for this one. This is actually a reread for me. It's one of my favorite Beverly Jenkins books, so I am very, very excited. This one includes like mail order brides. These are like Western or American set historical romances, and you get so much history in Beverly Jenkins books, which I love. This one includes like a mail order bride kind of train wagon system, as well as two little girls who find the heroine and want her to be their new mother along with their uncle, and it's just so sweet. I really love this one. I love how strong her heroines are in her books and like how much history and like the little like cozy slice of life moments we get. So good. Cannot wait. So this is our November pick, but our live show is actually going to be in December. So our live show is going to be on December 8th on Samantha's channel. I'll put all the info here. It's on our Instagram as well. So yeah, definitely let me know if you're joining us for one of my favorite Beverly Jenkins books. All right, and then I am a co-host for Leave It to the Pros book club, which is a historical fiction book club that I run with Tori from Novel Life. And so we are going to be reading the newest Noelle Salazar book, which is The Lies We Leave Behind for November. This book actually comes out on November 4th, and we are very excited to get into it. I know Tori absolutely loves this author, and I started reading her books because of Tori, so I'm very excited to get to this new release. I don't know too much about it. I'm guessing World War II, and I think we did see that the heroine is like a nurse and has to get pulled back in with some things going on with the war. I believe there's like a love situation as well. Either way, I am so excited. So our live show is going to be on November 27th here on my channel. So definitely let me know if you're going to be joining us for that. We have been having so much fun reading all these historical fiction books. All right, and then now let's get into the November releases. So first up on November 5th is Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. Very excited for this one. This is, I think, book 3 in her kind of cowboy western small town series she's been doing. They're just like a fun time, and I've had so much fun with like her books so far. So this book's out on November 5th. Also on November 5th is Hexed by Emily McIntyre. This is, I want to say, are we on book like 6, 7? Maybe 8? I don't even know. We're on a lot of books in this Never After series, which I have loved all the books in the series. I definitely have some favorites in there, but I'm very excited for this one as well. Is this one, I believe this one's Little Mermaid inspired. Basically, those are kind of like darker fairy tale type of retellings or reimaginings with like the villains getting their HEAs. They're a lot of fun, usually darker themes, so just know that going in. And then on November 7th is Forever Wild by Rebecca Jinchak. So this is a gorgeous, really cutie ARC copy that I was sent, which I absolutely adored. It's so pretty. So this one, it came with this like cute little like ticket for it as well, which I love. But yeah, Forever Wild is the book. It comes out on November 7th, and this is the 5th book in her Wildcat Hockey series. I love the series so much. I've been reading Rebecca Jinchak's books for years and just have such a fun time with them. I feel like she is the epitome of like college sports romance books. Highly recommend, especially love her hockey romances. So I'm very excited for Jack and Everly's story. And then on November 8th is So Rare by Abby Millsaps. This is, I think, book 3 in her current like Why Choose college sports series. I read the first book in the series. I didn't continue on, but I have read some of her other Why Choose series in the past. And so yeah, this is book 3 coming out. I will say I absolutely love the color scheme for this one. On November 12th is a historical romance release. So this is Dear Future Husband by Jana McGregor. I have read quite a few of this author's historical romances. I don't get to every single one, but I did see this one is coming out on November 12th, and I don't know too much about it, but yeah, it's a historical romance coming out. On November 12th is also The Courting of Bristol Keats by Mary E. Pearson. I did read an arc of this one. I had an audio ALC of it, and I didn't personally love it. It kind of just reminded me of The Cruel Prince, that whole book and series, like that one was better. So I don't know. The cover for this is stunning. This was my first read from the author. Didn't love it, but it is out November 12th. Also on November 12th, we have Her Night at the Museum by Bryn Donovan. This one looks really, really cute. It's basically like Night at the Museum take on that, and so it looks like a lot of fun. I might just grab the audio from my library, is usually what I do with some of these like traditionally published romances, and give them a try before buying them, so I probably do that for this one. Also on November 12th is Pickleballers by Elena Long. This one, like I said, is also out on November 12th. It's another traditionally published one. I haven't heard the best things about like early readers on this one, but maybe I'll grab the audio, maybe not. Like November's stacked, so I might not get to it, but it is out on November 12th. And then we have an entire Under the Mistletoe collection by I think 5 romance authors that are all having like little novella holiday releases, and so I'm very excited for all of these. November is stacked with holiday releases, and I'm so excited because I love holiday release. So I'm very excited for a bunch of these in this collection. I think they're all Amazon original stories, so I believe they're going to be on KU with the read and listen feature. So I'll definitely be doing probably all of these in November. So they're all coming out on the same day. So the first one is Only Santa's in the Building by Alexis Daria. I've read a couple from this author in the past, and they're a fun time. Actually, all of these authors I actually enjoy. So the next one is All by My Elf by Olivia Dade. I do usually enjoy this author's books, and she usually has a great like plus size rep as well. So excited for this one. We have one by Ali Hazelwood, which is Cruel Winter with You. Very excited for hers. We have Merriment and Mayhem by Alexandria Belfleur. I love her books so much. Honestly, none of them have not been a hit for me. I love all of her books, have read them all, so I'm very excited for this one. And then we have Merry Ever After by Tessa Bailey, which I feel like she always brings kind of the fun and bonkers and over the top and just like deliciously fun novellas. So I'm excited, honestly, for this entire collection. And yeah, they're all out on November 12th. And then on November 14th, we have Fake Game by Madison Fox. This is the third book in her, I think it's just the System series, which is basically following these like masked video gamers, or they're masked video gamers at the beginning of the series, and they have since like unmasked themselves, and so they are just like video game streamers. And so I'm excited for the third book in the series. And then November 14th, we have quite a few more releases, a bunch of holiday ones. So first up is Dancing in Lake Mistletoe by Amber Kelly. I think this is part of one of her small town series, so I've read quite a few of those years ago, so I'm excited for a new one. Hopefully it's a novella. I feel like holiday novellas work a lot better for me, so just saying. Then we have The Duke Who Despised Christmas by Scarlett Scott. So this is also out on November 14th, and this one's historical romance and holiday, and I love Scarlett Scott, so I'm very excited for this one, and I love, love, love the cover. All right, and then hopping out of holiday romances for a bit, so then we have If You Need Me by Helena Hunting. This is the, I think, book 3? 2? No, book 3 in her current series that I have not read any of the books, but it is out on November 14th. Then let's jump back into holiday romances. So we have on November 15th, Once Upon a Christmas Tree by Lulu Moore. Very excited for this one. I love Lulu Moore's books, and I think this cover is just the cutest thing ever. Honestly, all these covers coming up are really, really cute. Also on November 15th, we have Elf Amazing to Lovers by Jennifer Chipman. Again, another holiday romance release that I'm very excited for. This author has really cute, kind of cozy holiday reads that bring the spice as well. So very cute. And then on November 15th, we have Mistletoe in Mine by J.R. Jenner. I read this author for the first time last year, I believe, one of her holiday romance releases, and I loved it. So I'm very excited for another one from her. She usually has like main characters who are older, like in their 30s, 40s. So I love that kind of like mature aspect to the relationships. So I'm very excited for this new one from her. All right, and then back to some non-holiday romance releases. So on November 16th, we have Hello Quarterback by Kelsey Haas. So this author has a bunch of like, she writes like kind of trope romances. And so this one caught my attention because it's a football romance. It's fall, kind of seems like the vibe. So this is out on November 16th. Then on November 19th, we have a new one from Carissa Broadbent. So this is The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. I believe this exists in her Crowns of Nyaxia series. Possibly it has like the same cover vibe. So that is a new fantasy romance coming out. And then on November 19th, we have a bunch of other releases as well that I'm excited for. So first up is Broken Harbor by Catherine Cowles. I cannot wait for this one. I have an audio ALC waiting for me on my phone, and I cannot wait to start it super soon. So excited. This is book 3 in her Sparrow Falls series, and I cannot wait to get back into it. I know I'm gonna love it. Hockey hero, Baker heroine. I think she's a single mom. I can't wait. Small town, romantic suspense, broken heroine. Catherine always brings it, and I'm very excited. Also on November 19th is In the Mirror by Nora Roberts. I'm excited for this one as well. This is the follow-up to Inheritance, which I just read in October and really, really enjoyed. This is the second book in a trilogy that she's doing, and they're very like paranormal, and then basically this heroine like inherited this home, and there's ghostly things and paranormal vibes, and it's just so good, and I've had such a great time. And book 1, Inheritance, ended on a cliffhanger, and so I am dying to get into book 2. Also on November 19th is a new historical romance from Emily Sullivan, and this one is Duchess material. This one exists. I think it's book 4? I thought this existed in her League of Scoundrels series, but maybe it's the start of a new series. So I don't know, but I know I loved her League of Scoundrels series, especially the first book, A Rogue to Remember. So I'm excited to try a new historical romance for her. I don't really love the new cover vibe because like A Rogue to Remember, we had a gorgeous like couple cover situation, but I feel like those are past us now, which makes me very sad for historical romances. But either way, I'm excited to try one from this author because I do love her historical romance kind of writing style. And then on November 19th is a new one from Jamie Wesley. So this is A Legend in the Baking. I read the first book in the series, which was Fake It Till You Bake It, and that one was like a cute fun time, and so I'm excited to try this new one. I think I have an audio hold on this one already to give it a go, and so I'm very excited for this one. All right, and then on November 21st, we have She's My Kind of Rain by Ella Embers. I can't remember where I saw this one, I think on Instagram, and I'm very excited for it. It has like country western vibes. I'm always down for a cowboy romance, and so I'm excited to give this one a go. This is an indie author. I can't wait to try this one out. On November 21st, we have some more holiday romances, which I'm very excited for. So first up, we have My December Darling by Lauren Asher. This is a small town Christmas novella. Cannot wait. The gingerbread house cover is so stinking adorable. I can't wait. Then on November 21st as well, we have Gifted to His Dad by Jay Wilder. I saw this one because Jess shared it on her holiday romance release video, and I'm just very excited to get to this one. I mean, the cover, the title, like say less. Then on November 22nd, we have The Holiday Clause by Anne Einerson. I love Anne Einerson's books so much, and so I'm so excited for a new one from her. Her holiday romances are just so cute and charming and adorable, and I'm very excited. Love the cover and like all the pink on this one. On November 26th, we have a new release from Julie Ann. So this is From Air. This is the first book in a new duet or series from her, I believe. I think I saw. So I always try to pick up her newer releases and give them a go because sometimes she really works for me and sometimes like they're okay or they don't hit, but like I'm always down for her kind of blurbs, and I'm excited to try this one out. We also have a new one from Naima Simone on November 26th. This is Church Girl. This one, it sounds really good. Let me pull up the blurb. All right, so it says, she's a preacher's daughter, a runaway bride, and now the not quite qualified nanny for a sexy tattoo artist with a beautiful daughter and a dirty mouth. So what's a bad boy to do with a woman like her? Everything, ... So I'm very excited to give this one a go. I really love Naima Simone's writing. So yeah, November 26th for that one. And then to wrap up the November releases, we have on November 29th, The Christmas List by Maren Moore. Absolutely cannot wait for this one. I love Maren Moore's writing, and her holiday romances are especially my favorites. So I love how they all kind of match and blend in. And so this is the third kind of novella part of that series. I'm very excited. All right, so those are all of the November releases on my radar for the month. Definitely let me know if I missed any, if there's any you're excited for in November. Let me know all the things. And now we'll get into some that I have out like on Libby, my library audio holds, and just some other books on my KU that I plan to get to this month as well. So my Libby hold finally came in for Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto. I had the longest wait for this one, so I'm very excited to give this one a try because I feel like so many friends have loved it. So I'm excited to see where I fall because I'm in the camp of I didn't really love her first book, Forget Me Not. So I'm hoping this one is a win for me. So we shall see. I also just got the audio hold for A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. I recently read a couple of this author's novellas in October and had a really good time with them. They're just like gothic and moody, and I loved it. So I'm very excited to try this one. This one was my October book of the month pick as well, and so I'm very excited to get into it. Just like the vibes, the black and the gold. I'm here for it. And then I also recently grabbed The House on Biscayne Bay by Chanel Cleeton. This is her only like historical fiction that I haven't read yet. I thought I had read them all, but this one I actually do need to read as well. So I'm very excited to get into this one. I recently got the Libby audio hold for this one as well. And then I also have The Striker by Anna Huang. This is the Barnes & Noble Really Pretty edition, which I didn't realize how thick this book is. This is her first sports romance, and it is a footballer or soccer romance. And so I'm very excited to get to this one. I've heard great things and very excited to just get into a new sports romance from Anna. Another October release that I didn't get to yet is Finding Hayes by Laura Pavlov. So this one came out when I was at the Love in Vegas book signing, so I didn't get to my audio for it yet, but I'm definitely going to get to it in November. Very excited to get to this one. This is book 5, the last book in the Magnolia Falls series. I was sent the cutest PR package from Laura. She always has the best boxes full of swag and all the like themed things, which is so stinking cute. So I've sent this finished copy and I cannot wait to get into it. I know I'm gonna love it because I love her small town series, and Magnolia Falls has been so good. I also have some other like thriller-ish psychological thrillers on my Libby holds right now. So my friend Cheryl told me about this one on Instagram. So this is There Is No Ethan by Anna Akbari. Hopefully that's how you say the author's name. I'm very excited to get into this one, and she was like, we have to talk about it when you read it. So I'm definitely going to get to it. My Libby hold just came in and I can't wait to see what this one's about. And then also when I was at the Love in Vegas book signing on my last day there, I was the only one who was still in town. And so Tiffany and I went to like a local indie bookstore she took me to, and we saw this book on the shelves and thought it looked so just like bold and striking. And we were like, what is this about? And so my Libby audio hold came in because it sounded so good. So this one is Snake Oil by Kelsey Ray Dimberg. So this blurb, it says, a sharp and twisty novel of literary suspense that interrogates the dark side of wellness, startup culture, and female ambition. So I think it follows like this kind of quintessential girl boss who is the founder of a billion-dollar wellness company. I feel like there's a darker side to things, and it's like a giving thriller vibes. So I'm very excited to get into this one. Let me know if you read this one. Like I said, Tiffany and I were just browsing that bookstore and the cover grabbed our attention. And then when we read the blurb, we were like, okay, this actually sounds kind of good. So definitely excited to get into this one. Oh, another holiday romance that I want to get to this month as well. I think it just came out last month, possibly, but I was saving it to get closer to the holidays. So it's How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. Very excited to get into this one. Kind of like hit and miss with Megan Quinn books, but I feel like for a holiday romance, it will be perfect. So I'm excited to get to that one. And I also did already start this one, so I'm just going to include it in my November TBR, is Keep Me by Sarah Kate. This is her newest release that comes out in December. I have an arc of it, and so I already started it because I was just in the mood for kind of like Scottish Highlands, Marriage of Convenience, grumpy banter. And so I already started this one. Like I said, it comes out in December, but yeah, that one is on my TBR for this month as well. Oh, I do have one last one. So I also have Rook and Rebel by Kate Crew. So a bunch of people in my comments told me that this one was going to be good. So this one also was on my TBR. So I grabbed the audio on Audible, and I cannot wait to get to this one this month as well. All right, so those are the books that I plan to read in November. Definitely let me know in the comments what you're reading in November. If there were any November new releases that I didn't talk about that are coming out, definitely let me know that as well. I'm just excited to read all the things. Also this month as well, I will have videos coming out with like my Christmas new releases and holiday TBR. I'm very excited to get into all of those. It's been snowing off and on for like 2 weeks here in Alaska, and so I'm already like in the Christmas holiday mood, and I love reading holiday themed books, so I can't wait. If you'd rather leave me an emoji in the comments today to let me know that you watched this video, leave me a snowflake because it's snowing outside as I'm filming this video, so do that. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I will see you in my next one.